Hello everybody, Jeff from Goldfish with Ghost Aquariums. I want to talk about goldfish feeding. We haven't done that for a little while, and a lot of it is more so shutting down after summer, after spawning time. What do you do to not overfeed your goldfish? Because overfeeding your goldfish in summer is hard as long as you're doing water change. Overfeeding your goldfish in winter is detrimental to the health of the fish. Simply they bloat, they get swim bladder, they have all sorts of problems. Their digestive system isn't real good basically. Pardon the expression, they eat and shit it out not long afterwards. So they've got to get good protein, nutrition, everything as it goes through their system pretty quick. So I'm going to grab that camera and we're going to go for a little bit of a walk. Yes, a little bit of a disclaimer. It is sponsored by my friends at Friendly Fish Feed. I hope you can see that fine. They're a good Australian company. This is what I use, and the reason I use it is go on their website and read their ingredients, and that's the reason I do. High protein, fast growth, proven. I've been using it for ages. They're fantastic, so stick with them. Let's look after them. Good Australian company, and I'll put it in the descriptions afterwards, but 10% off. The code is GHOST10. So yeah, jump on their website, have a look. Ghost10, put it in and get 10% off. Now I'll grab that camera, we'll go for a bit of a wander around, a bit of a talk. Now, I've moved, instead of they're all in their separate pens, they're basically all together. Don't worry about the spawn and mops. I've picked up a couple of late little spawns just recently, so they're in there. So there's a lot of mixture of the fancy goldfish. I don't need to take them out and separate them now because I'm not technically breeding them, so they can just all live together. Your pearl scales, your oranders, your yumbow, your butterfly telescope, so on, so on. In here actually has butterfly telescope, and there's 4 breeding yumbow in there. So they'll be cleaned out, these tubs, they'll be separated in there, given more room later. But as I said, they don't need, there is some giant danios in there. They seem to survive in there, and they drop a few eggs in that mop too, and they just get raised up with the goldfish. It doesn't seem to worry them. They probably predate on a few eggs here and there. Some of the baby goldfish that I select out come in here from out the pond area out there. Comment and let me know if you want me to take you out to the pond area where I grow them out. Yeah, heap of babies growing out in there. Oh look, there's more babies out in these tubs here. They're all over the other side, they're everywhere. But that's not what I'm about to talk about. It's actually feeding your goldfish. Now in summer I will do at least a 50% water change on most of all the systems. And that'll allow me to basically feed high protein food twice a day. If I'm home and not working, what I do like to do is look at high protein in the morning, and in the evening or late afternoon I like to smash them with some bloodworms if I can, or Daphne or whatever I have for the smaller fish. But we can talk about that if you want to talk about that, the more tropical stuff, your guppies and all that, and swordtails. The way I feed them is different routine, different species. So what I do, as I said, is normally twice a day, 1 high protein, 1 bloodworm if I can. If not, every day I feed them once a week, roughly on a Saturday. I do a 50% water change if I can. It's pretty hard on this system, but I do a water change clean out or biofilters and stuff like that. Now, winter. So what we're doing, we're not in full on winter yet, so we're coming down, we're dropping in temperature. I can see the temperature gauge over there is 16 degrees from the big system. So yeah, 16 degrees there for the ones that are on the bottom, and these tanks, the species in there don't have heaters, so they're at 16 degrees. So with it not being real cold, the water yet, it'll get to about 12 in here. What I do then is I'll back it down to twice a week feedings. Say a good feed on Saturday, high protein food, and then on say a Wednesday or something, I feed them again. Now we're coming into winter. When it's winter and the outside ponds will get to 10, 11 degrees, maybe 9 degrees. In here, they'll get down to about 12 to 13 degrees. So what do I do there? Feed once a week. That is it. Only feed them once a week. And I don't give them heavy food. I do a lot of frozen food, then just to keep their body shape up, as in so they don't go too lean, don't drop off too much, because they tend to go into a hibernating state through winter. All right, so once a week through winter. You can still use your high protein food if you want. It's always good to do a water change, but obviously you're feeding less, they're shitting and pissing less, pardon the expression, so I will then only probably do a water change once a month, once a week if I got time, but once a month's fine when you back all that feeding down. Right, let's turn to the next step. The next step is ramping back up when you are going to go to breeding season. So at the start of spring, just before when the temperature just starts to increase, I will start smashing the water changes and smashing the food, building the food into them, get those eggs production going, get the boys happy, and then what we will do is we will not put spawning mops in until it's 20 degrees plus. All right, 20 degrees plus is, remember this is all my opinion, so don't jump on and smash me. Oh, there's some red caps down there, good breeding size. They've been chasing, even though the weather's cool, but they've been chasing. All right, that's what I wanted to talk to you about, is feeding regime for goldfish. But they're a real fickle thing, so really be careful. Make sure you do water changes. Don't do big temperature water changes. Sometimes that's why it's easier doing water changes in winter than summer sometimes. So remember, don't overfeed, and if you do feed a lot, you basically got to do lots of water changes, people, because they're a dirty thing, goldfish. All right, this is Jeff from Goldfish with Ghost Aquariums. I'm going to get going now, but please subscribe. I'm going really well, heading to 2,000 subscribers, so I would really like to get there. And like, comment, share, subscribe, be absolutely fantastic. All right, see you in the next one.